The Members section in the Umbraco backoffice allows you to configure permissions for users who have signed up on your website through a membership portal, and this will allow you to configure what type of content members versus non-members have access to. The Users section is for configuring administration levels for different users on the site. Here you can configure and add new users and set permission levels for each of these users. Clicking on the users in the sidebar here will show you the current users on the site and what their permission levels are. Currently, I have an administrator user account that has access to its sensitive data. If I click on the name, you can see the options here for what this user has access to and the email address associated with this account. Under the Assign Access tab, you'll see Groups, and you'll see Administrators is the highest level that you can add a user to. And then Sensitive Data will allow them to see things like form submissions and other content. If you click on Add here, it'll show you all the different types of groups that you can add a user to. Each one has different options and editing capabilities. If you just wanted to add a user here who didn't have access to all the settings in the back office, and you just wanted them to have access to editing content, you could choose editors instead of administrators as their user group. The Form Security section is where users can have their permissions set as to what section of the forms they're able to view. And if you click on a particular user under Form Security, you can see all the checklist options for that user. You can turn any of these on and off with an administrator account, so you can have it so a user can log in here, but they can't see form entries, or they can't edit the entries or manage workflows or forms. This is pretty much used just to control that user's level of access to the form section of the website. Under Users, we have options to invite users or create users. Clicking on the drop-down gives you the option to create a user. We'll go ahead and do that. From here, you can enter in the name of the new user, and then the email address, and then what user group you want to assign them to, whether it's administrator or editor, or have access to sensitive data, or some combination of both. When you click Submit, it'll create the user for you, and then it'll prompt you to create a password for them. If you want to invite a user where they set their own password, it's pretty much the same process, but you click the Invite User button and you enter in the name, email address, and then the user group. And then you send a message to them saying, this is your invite to your website's administration back office. Then when you click Send Invite, you'll get an email link that will take them to the back office where they can set their password.